Hi, my name is N4M4W45. If you haven't seen any of my videos yet, I'm glad to welcome you. I typed something up, and I'm going to read it to you guys. So, let's do this. For this video, I really wanted to go all out and make a 15-minute documentary, but due to certain difficulties, that couldn't happen. And then I decided I would just read a chapter from a very good book, and it perfectly portrays what I want to get across. But I decided that A, I didn't have the rights to the book and might get sued, and B, I'm the one making the video. I'm not going to use somebody else's work and, use it for my own idea. I want to do it myself. So with that in mind, we shall begin. Faith, hope, charity. These are the three virtues that mankind generally puts at the top of the list. As well they should be. But they can also be the hardest virtues to find in our lives. The basic facts about these cardinal virtues are well known. Hope is the trust that it will be better. Faith is the strong belief that it will be better. Charity, or love, gets down to business and makes it better. However, these can still be hard to keep or even remember in our lives, especially if you're unlucky. Especially if you're a homeless child living out on the streets. And that's because, well, the streets is just not the place for a homeless child. On the streets, you have drugs. On the streets, you have pimps and prostitutes. On the streets, you have gangs. You have theft, assault, guns, murder. The streets of America and across the world is, let's face it, a war. It is a war fought every second of every day. And it is a war, I'm sorry to say, where the enemy is winning. The enemy is everywhere, and always waiting. Waiting for a homeless girl, only wanting love, and instead finding herself trapped in the oily grasp of a pimp. Or maybe they're waiting for a homeless boy, wanting to find a place to belong, and instead only getting involved in a gang war, where he sees people die. Some people might think that the homeless children are horrible, evil creatures. This is not the case. It is the enemy, those that prey on homeless children, that are the true evil creatures. Yes, indeed, there is a war on our streets. A war fought in the hot, blistering summer, and even, I'm sorry to tell you, in the bitter cold winter. Even during this Christmas season. But there is a force that is fighting back. A force protecting our children and getting them off the streets. A force that has been doing so for over 10 years. This force is known as Covenant House. Covenant House is a Roman Catholic organization dedicated to children in their darkest hour. Their outreach vans, reach out to kids on the street, and their buildings spread throughout the world are for kids to have good food and a safe bed without any tire price. They protect their kids and listen to them and work hard to get them home or to a new home. They educate them and they pray for them. They truly care for the innocent, victimized children who are alone on our streets and who often have nowhere else to turn to. So yes, the streets of our nation are plagued with evil people, drugs, violence, hunger, and it is true that our kids and these evils are fighting a war. And it can be very difficult to see the faith, hope, and charity in all of this. It's almost impossible to see the light. But to these kids, Covenant House is the light. Covenant House reminds these kids of faith, hope, and charity, and they can fight this. They can fight this. They can win, and they can make something of their lives. Covenant House is not only a business helping kids. It's a beacon of hope for all who need it. It's a renewal of faith for all who forgot it. It's a message of love that we can all learn. But Covenant House also runs almost entirely on people like you to help. They need donations. Anything from $1 to hundreds of dollars will make a difference, and everyone who donates will help them win this war. There's a link in the description if you want to learn more, or maybe even make a decision about donating or not. I hope you do. They're going to need it this Christmas. My name is N4M4W45. Peace in Christ, and imagine on.